Hello and welcome to another CAD clip. In this lesson we're using REVIT 2015. We have the sample advanced structural project open that comes with Revit, and I just want to do a little demo on the coins auto section box add-in that you can get from the Autodesk website and other places. And it is available for free. I believe you have to be a Revit subscriber, and I'm sure most people are. And there it is, auto section box. And it'll depend on what type of view you're in, whether this toggle button is on. So there it is, coins section box. And if you were to go to the internet and do a search for coins auto section box, you can recognize it by the orange hard hat, and you go free here and you needed min rights, and then in you go. I'm not even sure you even needed min rights. I think I've installed this on computers I do not have admin rights on. So that is the product that we're going to do a quick demo on. So I've split tiled my screen in here, but you don't have to. For instance, you can exit this and say this is full screen. Okay, and if you're in a 3D view, this button is available. If you're in a section or a plan view or something, it's not. So once you install it, there it is under add-ins, and you click on auto section box, and my option bar is at the bottom, but yours will be at the top, and we have multiple, and you have to hit finish when you're done. So it depends on if you do a window box or a crossing box, because if you do a crossing box, you're going to grab usually I find too much stuff, because you end up grabbing the floor plate, which means that you end up with the section box that shows the extent of that floor plate. So I try to stay away from crossing box, and I use a window box to grab my objects. So let's go down in here. Notice it disables all your selection tools over here. So you can go down over here and then just pick and say, okay, I just want this canopy. Click and click, and it selects them. You can use your control button to add more objects in there if you want to. Okay. And you can even use a control button and a window. Oh, you know what? The control button and the window didn't work. So let's start again. And it looks like you can only use individual selecting, and then shift will remove it. Hopefully. Yeah, it's got the minus there. So you select your objects, and then when you're done, you hit finish. And it says, okay, what 3D view? So if you have different 3D views already pre-created by duplicating, you can go in and pick the 3D view you want. I'm going to use the default 3D view. Okay. Element extends plus a little buffer of 300 units, or I can just say specify the size, and then I can give a size in there. Arrange windows side by side. I'm going to switch this back. What this is going to do is tile the floor plan and the 3D view, because this is what this does. It makes a 3D section. You hit OK, and boom, does that. Leaves them selected as well, and then click out. So now that I have that 3D section box, I can go in here. Looks like it did include those objects. Click in. Maybe I want to work on those roof trusses. I could just pick on this element and say hide the category, zoom in. Okay, pick on one of my purlins there, and then I can work on this. So it's just a nice way of working. When you're in this 3D view, if you go to add-ins, you can say toggle the section box, which basically turns the section box on and off. If you overwrite by creating a new one and applying it, simply overwrites it. So let's go to a different area over here somewhere. Now let's go in this middle kind of stair opening. Same thing, auto section box, do a window, and finish. Use that same 3D view, everything's good, arrange, boom, goes in there, click out. Pick on here. Well, there's not really much there, and I believe that category is still turned off, that I turned off. Watch, hit the light bulb, grab that object and say reveal, unhide the category, and then come back. So there's that opening shaft in the middle, and again I can pick on my section box after the fact and drag these grips. These grips are always a little bit of a pain, but they are there. Pick on there, go to our properties. So that's our auto section box. Again, you can toggle the section box off and on. And you can also do it from an actual section. So if I open up this section and I zoom into an area, maybe I do have a call out there and I want a 3D section box. Auto section box. Maybe I want the piles as well. I grab all these objects and I hit finish. Use that same 3D view, tile it, hit OK. Boom. There we go. So we can create a 3D section by creating our from a section view. Auto section box. You can do it from in here, right? Let's toggle the auto section box off. And let's do auto section box. And let's just grab these piers and or pile and pile caps. And then hit finish. Apply it to this very view, the 3D view. Everything's good. Click out. Bang. Oh, just like that. And it also zooms you to it. Okay. So you can create a section box, auto section box in an elevation, from a section, from a floor plan, from a ceiling plan, even from a 3D view. Toggle this off. You're in an area, you're working on it, you know, you want to see something in particular. Let's go back to our canopy here. And all you do is you say OK, get kind of a skewed view, auto section box. Now I can do the crossing box. Okay, grab those trusses and hit finish. Apply it to this very view. I can again pick a different view off of here. You can't make a new view in here, but you can use one. So you'd have to make the view ahead of time. Hit OK. And click out. Now let's try that. Maybe grab these guys. And finish. Interesting. Oh, it's because of the buffer, I guess. It's got that 300 millimeter buffer, although I'm surprised it didn't kind of adjust the bottom. So you can select the objects through window or crossing box. Just be aware of what's going on. I suppose it doesn't turn off the categories either. It takes everything that's within that area and it doesn't really turn anything off. If I wanted to, I could go in here again and say, you know, hide the category, and it would disappear. I would have just my trusses again. So great tool. Okay, I think everyone should get this installed, because whether you think you need it or not, it sure helps editing in our Revit with 3D views.